Leo, welcome back for your 2019 mid-month reading. Those of you who are new, a very warm welcome, and the return subbies, thank you. Now, as for the banner directly behind me, this is the new channel I have launched. The link will be within the video as well as directly below. Again, the bookings is exactly the same website, so everything remains the same apart from the twin flame videos will be, per month they will be over on that side per Zodiac, as well as I'll be live on both channels. Now, the astrology related dynamics that I give as updates, I do tend to try and give them live so that we can interact and discuss things that are going on, and the downloads that I psychically have, I do tend to share. These are the general aspect of the readings, and I've also got the romance side for the beginning of the month and mid-month. The interesting thing is, so far I have been doing the general readings and they're coming through quite romantic. This may be due to the fact that that is really, by the second week, really coming as a download. We are moving towards a total lunar eclipse. We have already had a partial lunar eclipse and it's a blood moon. But I won't get too far into the astrology. I'll leave that very separate. It is really interesting what's coming through in your reading, and I feel if this message is directly for you, you'll totally be down going, yep, I'm with you. If it's not, look at your rising sign, okay? Don't get triggered and go, oh my God, a tower moment's happening. This is something that you directly feel. If this isn't gelling with you, look at your rising signs. Okay, the first frequency that's coming through, I'm seeing an energy of home, an energy of wishing to move for some of you, and an energy of looking at a partnership and feeling stuck. Some of you feel obligated in some shape or form. Others of you feel as though other energies are coming through and you might be meditating upon another situation. Now, I'll get into the read and I'll explain what's going on with them. Your first card and where you are directly speaking is really your crown chakra, third eye, really having faith that everything that happens for a reason. Hope, support, miracles, and spirituality, right? You've come to this place in your life after adversity. And hey, who didn't experience that in 2018? And possibly through life, but you're holding on, right? You're trying to hold on. I don't know if I don't feel it's a bad thing. I just feel in general you've gone through something. The year has been pretty tough last year. What you're moving into, I'm not even feeling an anxious energy. It's like I've done what I can. I'm going to trust. Some of you, there may be misfortune directly connected to a home. If you are leasing or renting a home, it can be that the landlords need to do something. I am also seeing at a very secondary level, check your smoke alarms. If you've got the smoke alarms that have batteries in them, check your smoke alarms, okay? I'm intuitively seeing a dynamic with a house. So just go through, pay attention, check your cords, do the right thing. I'm thinking it's more something you'd notice, but I'm not feeling any harm. I'm feeling more it's check the smoke detectors. That's all I'm hearing, okay? And that can be just so that if something was to happen, you'd be sorted. Now, in the 3D, you may love your house, but I'm feeling this is a separate frequency. In the 3D, you feel the energy of love. Again, this can be connected to a home, but it can be within the home. You love feeling home. You love feeling in love. What you feel is this. Your intuition is telling you this. Your intuition is telling you what love is and where it is. What's home to you? Okay? We can be in a house and we can be very, very happy. Or we can be in a house and be with the energy of another party, but it not feel home. So it's going to relate to you how it fits. It may just directly be the home that you're really loving, but something needs to change. And some of you, it may be that the family's increased. Others of you, it just feels the home. It feels like an old energy and you're having to move away from it. But I'm not feeling a bad thing. I'm more feeling there's a realization and epiphany. Now on the 4D, you may not be talking about this and you're thinking, oh, do I need to voice up?
about something that isn't working. You're scared to, but you know you have to, right? 5D, your higher self. Asking you really to be assertive. Your higher consciousness is giving you downloads, right? So around you, connected to somebody perhaps that you're not with and left, or the person in which you wish to leave, it's going to be either way. Something that you're not passionate about or romantic about any longer. This is why I said this isn't even a romance reading, but this is what's coming through. So maybe you'll get general in the romance reading. I don't know. Jokes. It's direct. The reason it's coming through is because it is going to affect other areas of your life. So if you are considering it, it's really weighing heavily on your mind, and that's why it's coming through in your general read. Others of you, you know what does and doesn't make you passionate, right? You have the clarity. Your high consciousness is giving it to you. Anything you want to make happen. It may be your partner's out of work and you're working. It can also be looking at the two, the traditional paradigms of who's the hunter, who's the gatherer, and who's the person at home. It might be a swap of levels where you are the one that goes back to work in order to attain this house, because this is your ideal. You're like, I want the big dream. Some of you are making massive dreams, but I do feel for you, you're looking at something and you're like, oh, I'm not passionate about this person. I've got passion, but for a person that you left previously. That's what I'm showing. That's what I'm saying. If this message directly relates to you. In the money front, again, to me, this is just oozing, I don't feel abundant at home. Now, from Christmas, maybe something changed, and this could just be in general the home, that you're needing to move, something stirring up a hornet's nest. This could be at a financial level, which I am feeling, yes, for one side, if you're partnered. For others of you, it can be on the side of the person that actually owns the home, issues there. Others of you, this is just directly connected to home-based businesses trying to get that off the ground. So at the moment, you know, it can be that you're really getting that moving forward and it's not feeling like a home, it feels like an office. So try and create a separate space if that's the case. Because, you know, this is a new business, but it's going to take some time to adjust. And what I am saying is some of you feel this home's not big enough, so that's the reason why you're needing to move. What is blocking you? Look forward, okay? Intuitively try and look forward. Try not to, you know, especially when we're trying to manifest a position or a job or a house or love. Look at the bigger picture. Now, when we say that, look at the best possible outcome. Have the feeling of that vibration of what it should be. Now, especially if you are looking at it from a business perspective and you're doing this business from home, have a look around your surroundings. As you get into it, you know, gauge how you're working within that environment and what would need to happen in the future if it grew. Because that's what I'm saying. You're not going to see this happening. It's going to come out of nowhere where either you have to move or something's getting off the ground, but definitely things are changing. And it's in many areas of your life at the moment. Some of you also need to see what has ended and see it through. Some of you also may need to see that you need to remove yourself from a house to have that fresh start. Does that make sense? If you're leaving a connection and you spiritually feel it's not for you, I'm feeling as though it's like you don't want to see it, you know it to the core, and it has expired. Especially with the abundant factor in reverse. You know, not feeling safe in the environment, doesn't feel right. It's just not meshing. Now, in the family domain, to your belief, your kin, or what you believe, you know, a home is, love is, connections are, what it's supposed to look like, especially in love, this is what you feel it should be. Grounded, stable, nurturing, loving, passionate, and not so much hard work. It feels it's been hard work. And again, this can simply be because of last year with the retrogrades. And we can be getting slightly triggered at the moment, and that's definitely going to come through in the road. What's blocking you in your mind is, you know, it can be due to finances, due to accommodation, due to crap going down around you. What is blocking this from being in certain ways of being, so to speak, is a lack of choices and something not ending yet. It may be the direct connection, or it could be the dynamics going on to trigger the direct connection. And your dreams, again, you're trying to get your dreams off the ground. You're trying to make your life be perfect. And I'm hearing you can't carry the ship. It's not for one person. If this is a partnership, this could be a business partnership, it could be a loving partnership. Whatever this scenario is that you're dreaming about, try and change the frequency into an energy where you're passionate about the job. Try not to look at it as a job. Try to look at it as your pastime. Nurture yourself through the process of it, and it will come to that place and that space where it is like the Ten of Cups. You're also delayed in communication coming through. So if you're waiting for contracts for this dream to get off the ground, especially for those of you who are starting a business, I do feel it's delayed a bit due to the aftermath of, you know, the festive season and New Year. I'm yawning. Not because, usually it's tuning into a negative energy. Okay. With the dream factor, some of you can't communicate with this person. What's blocking you is no matter how you explain it, it's just not coming through correctly and is connected to a partner. Again, this can be as well a business partnership, that the communication is clashing, frustrations are brewing. But at the same time, I am feeling this is coming through as the connection for you isn't working, and you're unable in certain areas to make particular choices till this conversation happens. Because you are afraid of having the conversation, and I am hearing due to previous experiences, and the unseen is you don't know how that's going to go, and that does make you very nervous. You don't want to turn the person into an enemy, and what's blocking you is your desires. It's like, should I? Can I? It's making you sad. You desired to have the perfect time, right? You really desired that. But the consistency in your mind doesn't feel there. Now, this can be simply going back to the table and balancing everything out, but it does need to be two for those of you who are partnered. If this is about you reflecting back and assessing a new road, and you're at a T section in your road in life, whether to take a person back or not, you're at that situation really looking at it and going, oh, you know, your blocks were your hope at one point. You were hoping things were going to get better. This person does like to have fun, right? Too many. Okay. Advice for Leo. Leo. Look at this. I wasn't even tired before I started this. Okay. Whoever this person is, you feel they're toxic. If this is relating to you, you directly feel this person's toxic. You feel you can't go anywhere. You feel you're watched, you're told what to do, you're micromanaged, but you're doing a lot of work as well, and that's another reason why the fatigue's coming through. You don't feel, you are thinking about a previous person for some of you and thinking, God, you know, and I thought that was bad. It's like you're looking at it and you're going, this is hard work. I'm really tired. And it can be that you're in a connection. It can be that you're thinking of a bigger picture of what a connection is, what marriage is, what a spiritual connection is, how it's supposed to look, and who's, I'm hearing who's the woman and who's the man. You're a bit confused. You're tired. You're feeling you're both.
and that's really fatiguing you. Now, this can simply be for 2 weeks. It can happen very quickly and then dissipate and calm down. It doesn't have to be a breakup, but some of you may very much decide, especially with what's coming through in the cards, you already have the clarity that this is not working for you. So what you do from here, come through and check for the update. Otherwise, feel free to book a reading or join us during the live sessions during the month, because I do give free readings away. Love and light, guys. Bye.